Good morning. It is Monday. It is February 3rd, I believe, right? Is that right? Yes, February 3rd. I have like a buttload of stuff that I need to like sort through and everything for this week because I started working on it. I started working on it on Friday, but then I got this crazy idea to take the pages out of these books because I use them for small group and put them into the sheet protector. So it's like I was going through like taking out my extra ones that I use for lessons and putting them into here. So they're like this. Okay, so all the stuff's in there, and then I put any extra papers that we did end up not doing. I put those inside here too, so I'll have those available if I need some extra practice for students or anything. So that's what I started doing, and then it was like, I probably should be doing something else. But I did get most of it. I think I got almost all of it out of this book. I have to go through the other books still and get all that stuff out. But for right now, that's going to work. I need a big binder is what I need. I think there's some inside the lounge. I'll have to go check in there. So, because I have tons of these left. So I have another book. So this is only volume 1. So volume 2, I'll need to rip through and get all that stuff out. So I started working on that. This is kind of forgetting that I had that meeting after school. So I was thinking I was going to have more time. So I was like, oh, not a big deal. I will, be able to finish this all up. So I got some of the stuff sorted for the week, but I didn't get all of it. So like a lot of it's in here. But let's see, like that's all the things will be. But anyway, so I have some of it in there, but not all of it. So I need to finish going through it. I also don't have their MTSS group stuff done, and I need to see. Oh no, did I? I was in the process of getting small group work done for guided reading, so I need to get that finished too. So I'm gonna leave you guys right here just because I really need to get this stuff done, and. Yeah, so I kind of came in, it's like 7:20 now. I I need to get in there and get stuff going. So I'm going to work on that and I'll check in with you guys later. Hello. It's all bumpy. Hello. So I was supposed to have my meeting today with my principal, and apparently his meeting ran over, which I kind of knew might happen because he did tell me that it's a possibility it's going to run over, so should be prepared. So I'm like, okay, but yeah, it just ran over. Like, I apparently ran over, so I never got my results again. Like, I got my results, I just didn't get to do my feedback session. So I can't remember if I talked to you guys about. I didn't really sign up for it, but I wanted to get Calm, the app, the Calm app, And I got the free one, and I knew they were doing it free for teachers at one point, but it doesn't say they do it anymore. So I emailed them and asked them, and they gave me, a free thing for a while. Like, they gave me a free preview, but it's longer than the 7 days. So I was like, cool. So I was using it in my classroom today, and my kids absolutely loved it. I loved it. The kids were like, we were going through looking at all the stuff that they had, and I told them, I'm like, I would like to start using it more. And doing like Mindful Mondays and like Tranquil Tuesdays or something. I don't know, something like that. And also in conjunction with using GoNoodle. So we're gonna see. But so far it's been fantastic. I absolutely love it. I use it a lot. Like this morning I used it. It's supposed to be a confidence booster one I did. And so I listened to it in the morning as I was getting ready. It's supposed to be like a mindful thing, so you're supposed to be actually not doing anything, but unfortunately I can't do that. But, it might be really good, I don't know. So I've been doing that, so that was really fun. So if you guys haven't checked it out, it is a little bit expensive. Like, I think it's $69 for the year, but they do have a sale going where you get like 40% off or something. So I think it runs out like $40-something. So it's for the whole year. If it's something you're interested in, I highly recommend it. I absolutely love it. It has all kinds of cool stuff on. Like, it has music on it, so when my kids were working, I put on like the music or the rain or whatever, and they were just like, oh my gosh, this feels so relaxing. I'm like, no, it's amazing. So they really liked it. But anyway, so that's that. And I was just watching a YouTube video, and this is what started the whole Polaroid thing when I bought my Polaroid the other day. I found this Polaroid over at the Goodwill store, and it was like $3. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna get it. And then we started looking, because I was like, it's not really the one I want. And apparently, though, it's the one that everybody wants. It's the XS70. It's supposed to be a fantastic camera. And so I'm like, I'm gonna run down and go buy it if it's still there. So, because it was like $3, like, and it should be. I mean, I don't know. It may not be there. I don't know. And I don't know what the weather's gonna be like tomorrow. It's 37 degrees. It's supposed to start icing and everything, but it's not supposed to start until like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know, but it's coming in a lot quicker than it was supposed to, because like it was supposed to be a lot hotter today, a lot warmer, and it's like down to 36 now. So it was 37 just a minute ago, but it says 36 now. So it's like going down pretty quick. So I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen Wednesday. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go hit up the Goodwill store really quick to see if I can get that Polaroid. Just do some cool photos. I don't know, I'm all retro. I love the retro stuff. So yeah, so good morning. It is Tuesday. Nothing in the weather-wise has even started happening yet, but it's supposed to be happening soon. So we'll see how today goes. We're supposed to be getting ice and snow for the next, 24 hours. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And, okay, so I'm not a big football fan, okay? So, but the Chiefs won, as everybody knows. We're, way ahead. This is going to be coming out way in advance if you didn't know that. Apparently you didn't watch the Super Bowl. So, an email was sent out that says you can wear your Chiefs gear and jeans for the week. Well, I don't have any Chiefs gear. I don't watch football. I don't watch sports. That's not my thing. So I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to wear jeans. So I've been trying to find clothes that remotely resembled something to do with the Chiefs. And I don't know if their colors, the red and gold. Okay. I thought they were red and gold, and then I was like, well, no, maybe they're not. No, they totally were. Okay, so that's why I'm wearing this today. As some of you may know, I'm going to get into something in just a second, but as some of you may know, by this point, there may not be a plan with me for February. It's now February 4th, and I have not got anything remotely done. This is what my planner looks like at this point. So, yeah, it just didn't happen. And it happens. I just don't have the time. I didn't have the time this weekend. I tried to get it done this weekend, and it didn't happen. Life's happening at this point. So, sorry if there's no playing with me. I'm so sorry, but maybe March. So, I don't know. If by a miracle we do not have school because of weather situations, a plan with me will happen. Okay, it's just gonna be late. But if it doesn't, it probably my planner will actually probably just end up saying like this. I'm probably not even gonna have time to decorate it because I just don't have the time. Thursday is supposed to be the 100th day of school. If we don't have a snow day, but it's still going to be a 100th day of school. I've already told the kids that. Like, if something happens, if we do have a snow day or ice day or whatever you want to call it, it's still going to be on that day because we've already planned it for that day. And then we will have the 100th day. It just will not be on that day. So I've been planning out the activities. So I am doing like the way we do it, it's kind of like our Grinch Day. We'll have, I think there's 6 different stations the kids will work, all of us work through. So K through 2 will go through these stations. So, and I think I've talked about it before, but like the classroom teacher next door on this side of my wall will be doing, they're doing a snack mix. So my students had to bring Fruit Loops and they had to bring raisins. The girls brought Fruit Loops, the boys brought raisins. And then each one of the other groups all had to have their kids bring something. They're all going to go in and they're going to make 100 snack. So they put 100 each, 10 of each item because it's 10 items. Anyway, the one on this side of the wall is doing a 100-day book, I believe. The one across the hall this way, kindergarten, is doing a STEM activity. The one right across over this side is doing a math activity. I can't remember what our Title I teacher is doing. And I think she's doing art or something. And I'm doing the 100 Seconds to Win It game. So I've been trying to kind of like get together all the ideas for it. I think I'll have 2 stations running at the same time. So I'll need to explain both of them and then get the kids going. I think they only go for 15 minutes, so it's going to be kind of quick. But it should run pretty smoothly. And then we'll just put them in teams. And then whatever team gets through first will be the winner chicken dinner. One of them, they'll be putting together this puzzle. It is the box of the Nella wafers, you know. So each one has the same one. So, but they just have to put together the Nella wafer box. So there's 2 of those, 1 for each team that has to do them. The other one is the sorting activity, which I need to get finished setting up. But they have these pom-poms, and there are colors in here that cannot go into the cups. So the colors that go in the cups are the pink, the orange, the blue, the green, the yellow, and the purple do not go in. So they'll go into bowls, and then they're going to have to pick up with these tweezers. There's something on it. Pick them up and put them into here, to the cups. And they have to sort them, so there'll be 4 cups with the color on them. And I know it's like I had these cups, so I might just like run a piece of paper on the inside so they know what color it's supposed to be. Or something, I haven't decided that part yet. So that's another one. There's going to be a block stacking one, I believe. They're towers, that's what it is. They're making a block tower is one. And then the other one is a cup stacking activity. I have like little small like Dixie cups, and they're going to have to stack them. It is now 7:25, and I am going to get some work done. Good morning. It is now Wednesday. I don't think I have a staff meeting today. I think it's just for the testing teachers this time. Staff meeting Wednesday, state testing schedule discussion. Only for those teachers involved in state testing, K through 2 are excused. Yes. Woo. So, I don't know why my voice is all raspy right now. It's so weird. Anyway, it must be early. So, but I'm gonna start getting stuff ready because we have our 100-day activity tomorrow, and I forgot to send home the list of students' names for Valentine's Day stuff, and I need to start planning the Valentine's Day party. So I'm going to sit down and try to get all that done. So I'll talk to you guys later. So really quick, I know you guys can't really see me, but it's like lighter outside, and I'm loving it. Like I can see where I'm driving. I just wanted to share that. I'll see you guys at school. Welcome to the 100th day of school. Yeah. And I'm loving, it was not this bright yesterday. Like, I don't know what has happened. And I'm like, am I leaving later than I'm supposed to? I mean, I did leave a little bit later. Like, I'm not that much later. I was like a couple minutes just because I had to wait for my car to defrost a little bit. But yeah, I was like, this is weird. But then you can't really see it in the video because I try to pop it up and see what you can do. But it's like, it is a lot lighter. So we must be reaching that time of year where it's going to start going uphill and we're going to start getting warmer and summer will be coming. I actually cannot believe that we're in February. Like, we have March, April, and then May left. We have like 3.5 months left. That's crazy. So I need to get our 100-day activity stuff set up. What I'm thinking about doing is taking this table right here and breaking it apart into like 2 sets. So okay, if you can tell, it's kind of, yeah, you can kind of tell. It's actually, they're 2 trapezoid tables. So I'm gonna break them apart so then the kids will stand at the short edge of the trapezoid on each side, and that's how they will they'll do their activities. So there's one I still have to finish setting up. No, I don't. I have them all. Okay, never mind. So they have cup stacking. So we're going to use these little cups, and they're going to stack them into a pyramid. So I have 10 cups for each one. And then they have the sorting one where they have to sort into the cups, which I showed you guys yesterday. And I put paper and everything on the cups so they know where they go. And I did put a little bit of tape in them because every time I would go dump them out, the paper started to come out. So, but they're just like that. I did. So there's 2 sets. There's this one and this one. Each one has a pair of tweezers inside of it. There are the puzzles, and we have the building blocks where they have to build a tower. Let me see if I can get this right. Okay. So and they're going to have to build a tower with these ones, which I need to sort out into 2 different bins. I was going to do 100 seconds to win it. I actually don't think I'm going to be able to find a timer, but I'm going to look. So I can have the timer up on the Promethean board. Whoop. So they'll be up on the Promethean board. The timer will be, so all you gotta do is just hit like the start every time, and they can see their time up on the board. And how it's gonna work is that we'll have until 9 o'clock. We'll start at 9. So this morning they're gonna work on their, let me grab it really quick. If we have time for that, we'll do that. I have that, but they may not have time for it. So this morning, they're actually gonna make, before we go, they'll make their 100 crowns that they're gonna wear, like hats. So they have those. We have a 100-day coloring page. They do have a little bit of breaks every once in a while. So 100 words to find around the room, and find the 100 inside of the picture. Anyway, I'm gonna start getting stuff set up though, and I will talk to you guys later. The 100-day activity was really fun. I'm like super exhausted though, but it was so much fun. The kids really enjoyed it. And then, like when we had breaks and stuff, then they had their own little activities that they were doing too in the classroom. So I tried to make them fun. Like I did some Go Noodles with hundreds, and there's only like 3, so that wasn't a lot. But the minute to win it thing went really well. But for some of the groups, it was too many kids, and we weren't able to get through all 4 of the games. So for some of them, like the very first one, I was able to get through all of them. The second one, I almost did, and there was like 1 or 2 kids that were like, oh, I didn't get a chance. I'm like, I'm sorry, like we're out of time. Then on the third and the fourth one, I just got rid of, actually all of the rest of them, I only did the 2. I just got rid of the rest because like they were coming from the kindergarten classroom. So they had snack mixes at that time. So I was like, you know, when you guys we're done, you can just sit for like the next 5 minutes and just eat your snack mix or whatever. So we just did that, and I don't know what all this was. I had so many hand moments. So, but yeah, so that's what we did. I don't know. I thought it was fun. The kids loved it, and I just kind of mixed up the games every once in a while. So the ones that I seemed to like the most was the block tower one and the sorting one. They did like the cup one a lot too. But the cup one was really quick because most of the kids would figure out like, oh, we just stack, boom. Because we used to have cups out in out in the indoor recess tub stuff. We used to have all these cups, and so the kids would build towers and stuff with them. So they were pretty familiar with how to do that one. So those ones, I took that one out because they liked it, but it went really fast. It was just like they would do it like in like 10 seconds. But I'm done. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, like, it went really well. So I was really pleased. I was excited. So it was nice. I love it. But because of all this, like, I have so much, I still have not got everything ready for next week. I've been trying to get it all done, and it's just been kind of crazy. Tomorrow I have an IEP, so I won't have my prep time in the morning. So I need to make copies and stuff. I haven't got any of that done. But I'm going to try to get as much as I can done tonight. So that way, when I go to work, when I come back tomorrow, I'll just have like just a bunch of stuff to finish up. So it won't be too bad, I don't think. So many snack stuff left over, but like there's still a ton left. Like I had 2 boxes of Fruit Loops still left over, so now I have 3 boxes of Fruit Loops I'll be using for snacks. We went over and made like these bags of snack mix too. Like we just mixed a whole bunch of stuff up. Then we made a bag of snack mix that I can use for snacks. I have raisins that are left over, so we have a lot of stuff. So I might need to get some stuff done this morning. I haven't made any copies for next week. I do not get my morning plan time this time because I have an IEP. So, but I do have it this afternoon. So I'm going to try to get as much stuff as I can done so that I can make copies, but everything else will be done. So it's stuff I can do in the RAM I'll do now. And then I'll go to my IEP. Then in the afternoon when the kids have music, I'll take my copies with me so I can stop on the way back and make copies and everything. I'm taking pictures of the teacher manual. I did that before I left yesterday, and then when I was at home last night, I put them into PowerPoint. So I just take pictures of the pages because they're too big to fit on the copy machine. So it has worked wonders. And it's funny because the teacher across the hall was like, she told me, she's like, I tried taking pictures of him, couldn't get him to work, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I did, and it worked just fine. She's like, what did you use him? How did you do it? So I'm like, well, I used to use PowerPoint. I just put them in PowerPoint and resized them. She was like, oh, I was trying to get him to do them in Word. And she's like, it kept like, the pages would get all off and everything. And I'm like, so she's like, I'll have to do the PowerPoint. So I don't know if she's tried it, but it definitely has been a lifesaver. It took me, I took the pictures. I had to email them to myself. Once I got I got home, I got the program done. It took me probably like 10 minutes at the most to get them all done. So now I just have to print them. I was going to print them at home, but I don't want to waste my printer, my ink. So yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get some stuff done. And because, like I said, I have a ton of stuff. And so sorry about no planner, but like you can definitely see not even decorated. Like, I just do not have time to decorate it. And even this week, I even like is not set up because technically it is set up because I just took up the week from last week because we didn't get it done. So I didn't even put a sticky to move to February. So it is technically done. It's just I didn't move it over. I need to do that, but I just didn't. And I did start setting up for next week, hoping that we were going to have a snow day this week, which is so ridiculous of me. I shouldn't be doing that, but yeah. So I have it set up for next week. So I need to get all those written down too. But I'm so sorry I did not get a plan with me done this time. I need to put it on YouTube, letting people know that it won't be one this time. I just ran out of time. Gosh, okay, today was a crazy day. Like, it was insane. I totally spaced that today was picture day, and they do their pictures really weird here. So like, it was not only, it was like regular, it was individual pictures and our class picture. Totally spaced it. But I found out like over the weekend, like, that we were having picture day. So, because it came in our weekly notes, and I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot. We had that today, which caused a huge mess up in our day. And then, which I'll get to that in just a second. And then I also had major issues with a student, and then all that was going on at about the same time as all this other stuff was going on. And I'm like mentally exhausted. Like, so, yeah, so we went down in the morning and did our pictures, and that went okay. Like, that was okay. It wasn't a huge issue. Like, we were getting ready to go to the bathroom anyways, so they called us. So we go down to the library for that one. But when they do class pictures, they do them in your classroom, which is really bizarre. So they came to me and they said, giving you a heads up, the photographer's coming around and he's, in the room next door, so he'll be coming over to you pretty soon. I'm like, okay, so I get class notice, like, because we were in math centers. For my hands to just drop everything for a second, take a class picture, then we'll get right back to it. And they're like, okay. Well, then during this time, the issues happens with the student, and so I'm handling that situation. The principal's on their way down, and then they're like, we're doing pictures as the principal's walking in. So the principal's like, we'll have the students stay for their pictures, and then we'll take them, and blah, 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 blah. And then the pictures came into a huge issue because there was another student that I have in my classroom that when things start to get overstimulated or they're trying to like follow like directions, like those kind of directions, they get kind of silly, and they just make kind of like, they just act goofy. And the other kids really like the student, so they kind of like play along and get all silly too. So that was happening, and so I'm trying to redirect the one student and get everybody else going, and it was just like a hot mess. They took like 10 pictures because they couldn't get everybody doing one thing at one time. I felt like on The Office when they're trying to hit that group picture and they're trying to get everybody to jump up in the air at the same time, and like everybody's jumping at different times. That's what it felt like. So we finally got a picture. I'm like, hopefully maybe you can Photoshop some of the pictures to be like making jokes about it, because I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what is going on, but it was like a hot mess. So then that student that was causing the behavior before was taken out, and we got back to math centers, but then they kind of like, I guess apparently just forgot how to do math centers, and so they're all coming at me at one time. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need a minute because I'm becoming to that point where I'm becoming stressed. So just give me a second to breathe. And so I did, and then I'm like, okay, one at a time, tell me what's going on. And so then it was like super crazy. But then the rest of it, like, it was one of those days where it's super stressful and like really frustrating, but at the same time, we overall had a really good day. It was just like, there was so much going on that it was overwhelming, So it makes me think like students that have sensory issues and stuff like that, like that's probably what they feel like. It's just overwhelming. So It was really overwhelming. I don't know how else to describe it, and it was exhausting, but everybody handled it like a champ, I think, because it was just crazy. Like I had the one student that has a para, she was in the room, I had the principal in the room, I have the photographers in the room, and I'm in the room, and then we have, and then I had and all my kids were there today, so I probably had, I don't know, 12 kids or something, because the flu was going around, so everybody's getting the flu. And yeah, I was just like, this shouldn't be like this. It's 12 kids, seriously. But again, I think it was just like that. This class is not one of those classes either where you can kind of like do the joking thing and they are okay with it and like move on. They get like silly. They get super silly, and then just gets out of control. So like you really have to watch how you handle situations, because they take it and run. And so and that's what happened. It was like the one student didn't know really any better. The student was just being goofy, and so the other students were like, I'm going to be goofy too. And then it's like, oh, well, this one student was doing a dab in the picture. Why are you doing that? Like, let's do this. And so it was like these things that just kept escalating. Like it would just finally we got to the point where like, just take the picture, you guys, and let's get this together. So we finally got the picture. It probably looked like a circus was happening in my classroom at that point, but anyway, I'm on my way home, and this is it for this vlog. So I hope you enjoyed the crazy week this week. 100 days and crazy picture days and, just whatever. Insanity happening. So, exhaustion. So, hope you guys like what you saw. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on all of my social media listed down below. And until next time, don't forget to always be you. Bye.